Hey everybody, we just looked at the how and why of Bible study. Now we want to move into phase 2 and look at genre. Hey everybody, and welcome back. We just got done looking at phase 1 of our multi-phase Bible study. That was a little bit about how and why and what we're going to do with our study and how that all works for us as a person. But now I want to move from that into phase 2, and that's all about the genres of the Bible. I mean, what's really in the Bible? Now, as we move from the really practical side of how and why we study into the what we're looking at study, there's a lot there. There's multiple aspects and multiple parts of looking at what's in Scripture, let alone what is actually there, the stories and the lessons and all those. But we're not going to look at that. That is part of your study. That's what you do individually as you read, as you learn, as you hear Bible teaching, as you sit under the preaching and teaching of your local pastors and teachers, what you hear on the radio. Those things will tell you what is there for you to have. What I want to focus on is the genres of Scripture and really focus on what it is that we're looking at. And believe it or not, the Bible has pretty much everything. And when I talk about those different kinds of literature, those different portions of Scripture, it does not mean they're less of Scripture. It simply means they're different than this over here. The epistles of Paul are going to be different than the epistles of James or Peter, because they're written by different people for a different reason to a different audience in a different way. The Proverbs of Solomon are not going to read the same as the book of Ruth or Esther. The book of Leviticus and Deuteronomy are not going to read the same as the book of Genesis. Those things that you see, those subtleties that are there that we can pull out of Scripture, will determine the lessons we grab from it. And that's where we're going to go in the second phase. The second phase comes in two parts. They're going to look at the Old Testament, and then we're going to look at the New Testament. And those things together will look at the genres of Scripture. We'll just go from beginning to end and see what the Bible holds for us.